Welcome to Recovery Dharma, everybody. My name is Josh, and I'm one of the facilitators here at the Soul Center Spokane Sangha. As Julia had mentioned a little earlier, the month of December, we're exploring a topic of the five worldly elements in the Buddhist context. The elements being earth, air, fire, water, and then space or the ether. And each one represents something different in a Buddhist context. This week, I'm going to be discussing the fire element, which, as I've learned from just doing a little reading this month, fire represents the forces within and without us that are transformational. Um, as needless to say, fire is tremendously transformational in the real world. And in the Buddhist practice, it's been used to represent internally um, thoughts and emotions, all as well as it represents things like digestion. The things where um, if I eat a peach, it's changing inside my body. The digestion, it's a process that changes it. So that fire represents that type of transformation as well. Um, I was talking with my wife the other day. We do a lot of recovery talk. Thankfully, she's not in recovery, but then again, she is because she's hitched her wagon to me. Um, and just discussing our experience in this particular chapter of my recovery with the Recovery Dharma. It's profound the way it's changed me for what both of us will agree is the better. Um, and it's way more than just not getting high or not sneaking off to grab a drink. And one of the things, she had just been looking at Instagram while we were driving to the city. Something popped up uh, talking about some neuroscientists talking about identity, and how for the brain to change patterns, we describe in this practice as habit energy, or this behavior that's related to addiction or substance use disorder. Changing the gist of what she was reading to me was how the motivation to change behavior is, it's more difficult for your brain to change behavior than it is to adjust to one's identity. And in that context, especially in a recovery program, this idea of me as somebody who's mired in habit energy changing the way that I drink or the way that I don't drink or get high, versus altering my identity to become a person who doesn't drink or get high. Um, when I heard that, it really kind of just struck a chord with me, because what I've noticed in this practice is it has been transformational. My sobriety has become so much more of a part of my identity rather than my behavior. And it really seems to have reduced the struggles that I had in the past with that habit energy. And it certainly wasn't a thought out conscious decision that I decided I'm going to become this person rather than I'm going to be a person who does this. But using this practice, sort of, for those of you who ever saw The Karate Kid, wax on, wax off, over time, that thought process got so ingrained into my being that I just find myself not struggling the way that I did. And so, yeah, it's sobriety as, for me, as being more of a state of being rather than action has really just smoothed out the road for me. And on that topic, I'd like to have a meditation with all of you if you'd care to join me. So I'm going to begin by inviting my chime to sing. So begin by finding a posture that supports both relaxation and wakefulness. If it's available to you, please find a seat where you can sit upright with the spine gently elongated, or if you prefer lying down, that's good too. If you want to be in motion, that's good too. If you are able to find stillness, allow your hands to rest naturally, and if it feels safe and comfortable, gently close your eyes. As you settle into this moment, just take a minute or two to breathe and arrive here and now, bringing your attention to a simple, natural rhythm of your breath. There's nothing to force, nothing to control. Just notice the inhale as it enters your body and the exhale as it leaves. With each breath out, allow your body to soften. The jaw unclenches, your shoulders release. Let the muscles of your face relax. Let your mind know that for this time, there's nowhere else to go, nothing else to do. Just be here. Bring your awareness to the points of contact between your body and whatever surface is beneath you. Cushion under your seat, the couch if you're lying down, maybe just the soles of your feet as you stand and walk. But feel the steadiness of the earth supporting you. Notice the body as a field of sensations: warmth, coolness, pressure, movement, and allow these sensations to arise and pass without any judgment. Your mind wanders, gently and kindly guide it back to the body and the breath. This is our practice for mindfulness, is meeting our experiences exactly where they are. Now, gently bring your attention to the element of fire within the body. In the Buddhist teachings, fire represents heat, energy, digestion, transformation. It's the warmth in the blood, the spark of your metabolism, the inner capacity to change into one state or another. Notice any sensations of warmth within you, maybe in your chest or your belly, maybe in your hands or your face. Without forcing any visual image, simply sense this living energy within you, this fire. Fire is neither good nor bad. It sustains life and it also consumes. Externally, fire can destroy forests, homes, and other physical forms. Internally, fire manifests as passion, anger, desire, motivation, intensity. When unexamined, this fire can burn. When it's understood, it can illuminate. As you breathe, reflect gently. Everything, physical and spiritual, is subject to change. Nothing remains fixed. Just as fire transforms wood into ash, life transforms us through loss, endings, illness, aging, and uncertainty. Notice if there is any resistance in you to this truth. If fear or grief arises, thinking of this, meet it with compassion. Silently offer these words to yourself. This too is part of the path. You. Now, imagine yourself standing in a vast open space. It could be a field or a mountaintop or a seashore. The air is still around you, and the ground beneath you is firm. Visualize yourself taking the form of a phoenix, a mythical bird that symbolizes rebirth through fire. As that phoenix, you become aware of a controlled, sacred fire beginning to surround you. This is not a fire of punishment or harm, but a fire of truth and transformation. The flames rise slowly and deliberately. They are warm, luminous, and alive. As the fire approaches, notice what emotions arise: fear, surrender, curiosity, grief, or relief. There is no wrong emotion. Whatever is present in you is welcome. You don't need to push anything away. Your body is made of energy and awareness, not of something that can be destroyed in essence. As the flames grow stronger, they begin to consume what is no longer needed. Imagine the fire burning away old identities, harmful habits, self-blame and shame, fear-based stories, and attachments that cause suffering. You do not need to name them all. Just trust that the fire knows what to release. Nothing essential is lost. Only what binds you to suffering is being transformed. If resistance arises, breathe into it and let the fire do its work. Now, imagine the flames are at their peak. There is no solid form left. You're only fire, heat, light, and awareness. Notice that you are still here. Your awareness remains. This is an insight that we learn in this practice. Forms change, sensations change, perceptions change, but awareness can know change without being destroyed by it. Now, gently, the fire begins to subside. From the ashes, something new emerges. See yourself rising slowly, reborn as the phoenix, renewed, lighter, clearer. Your form is radiant, purified not by force, but by understanding. Notice what qualities are present now. Clarity, humility, compassion, strength without hardness, warmth without burning. There is no need to be perfect. There is only a deeper alignment with wisdom. Now, allow the image of the phoenix to soften and dissolve. Return your awareness to your body sitting here. Recognize that the element of fire remains within you, not as destruction, but as discernment, vitality, and courage. Fire becomes wisdom when it is held by mindfulness, and it becomes compassion when guided by attention. Silently say to yourself, may I use my inner fire to awaken, not to harm. And may transformation serve freedom, not fear. As we come to the end of our meditation, bring your attention again to your breath, noticing the simplicity of inhaling and exhaling. Feel your body grounded and present in this moment. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. All right. I'd like to offer a dedication of merit. May any merit arising from this practice be dedicated to the transformation of suffering into wisdom. Just as fire consumes what is no longer needed and gives rise to new life from the ashes, may all beings be freed from ignorance, fear, and harm, and may their inner fire become clarity, compassion, and courage. May those experiencing loss, upheaval, or destruction find renewal and hope. May those bound by anger or craving discover the warmth of understanding. Through this merit, may all beings awaken to their true nature and emerge renewed on the path of liberation. Namaste.